The following podcast is about obscure movies and often has discussions of distressing topics such as violence or the Fred Figglehorn film series. Proceed at your own risk.
You must not avert your eyes. This is what is coming at us. Do not avert your eyes.
Did you hear that Chaperone is rampaging through Tokyo right now?
Is that true?
Well, I haven't actually seen video, but it's trending, so it has to be true, right? Someone tweeted that she used her atomic breath to destroy Tokyo Tower. That seems right.
They couldn't say it on the internet if it wasn't true.
All right. And you got a microphone in front of you, so it's definitely true.
Definitely true.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yes.
I hear Chapel Roan is in the news for some reason right now.
Every
I'm
other week.
not really sure what's going on.
So something about Chaperone makes people insane. I don't know what it is.
Let's just talk about
Yeah.
her dress again.
The dress is great. The music's good.
I just got the impression that since she's big with the Zoomers, they're like, the thing the kids like, I hate it.
Oh yeah, she's a Zoomer and she's gay, so the internet is like, that makes sense.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Relatable.
The only straight person who has ever been on our podcast. That's relatable. Hello and welcome to Found on Shelf, rated one of the greenest podcasts due to how much we recycle those same jokes. We try. We are a movie podcast. We're not a TikTok gossip show, no matter how hard Gimcrack tries to push that rebrand.
I am just saying we could get a lot more hits if we covered which onion rings Lord is Instagramming this week. That joke's still relevant, right? Are we still good?
I have no clue.
Whatever. Each week we come to you live from the basement of a cursed video store owned and operated by our very online, apparently, producer, the demonic Gimcrack.
Yes. Yeah.
And I am your friendly neighborhood podcast host, Patrick. With me, as always, is my ethically sourced co-host, Dustin.
Hi.
And our very special guest this week is the one and only Bitter Karella.
Hi, how's it going? Thanks
Oh.
for having me.
Peter, what's up?
Not too much. I'm still recovering from, the Podfest.
Yeah.
Last time I was on.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do your teeth ever feel magnetic?
Yeah, that's kind of a real problem,
Like if you get too close to something metal, like you could just like get sucked right into it or something?
Yeah, that does happen. Sometimes I think it's just because it's just an excuse because I want to bite metal.
Okay.
So are we watching Tetsuo the Iron Man?
Oh, no, that'd be fun though. Why?
Right?
We should watch Pinocchio 69.
Oh my God. Since the last time you were here, your book Moonflow came out.
Yes.
And now I have read it. Dustin has read it. We have convinced everyone on our Discord to read it. But I have some questions.
Oh yes. Please, please ask and learn. This is my favorite thing to talk about. It's me.
All right. Firstly, what's up with Stalker?
Oh, well, Stalker is a film by a guy.
Are you gonna make me forget his name? Hold on.
I've
that was the
forgotten
one
his
I was gonna-
name.
He
I
did
was actually
Andre
going to make Patrick
Rublev.
watch.
Yeah,
Gonna make him watch that movie this year.
I have it in the Criterion.
Yeah.
But like I'm not the biggest fan, but I'm just not the biggest fan of that guy because Nostalgia, Andre Rublev, Solaris. What is his name? Shit.
He's a very famous Soviet film director, and it's really kind of unacceptable that I've completely forgotten who he is. But in my defense, I've actually never seen Stalker, so
Brilliant.
We should have picked it. It is a 3-hour art film. Oh my God.
I think I'm sick that weekend.
Yeah. I mean, I watched Kinjaja, and after that I was like, I think I'm good on Soviet film forever. It's
More or less, you watch one or two Russian or Soviet films, and you're like, oh, this era of art is a lot.
yeah.
Yeah, we need
They
more
they
like
don't
Malaysian films or something.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. Now,
Yeah.
Malaysian films, they know how to move the plot along.
Oh,
So, Soviet films, they take their time getting there. But I
Yes.
think in answer to your question, what's the deal with Stalker? So, for the audience, Stalker is a Soviet film. It's based on the book Roadside Picnic, which is also by a guy whose name I forget. But
Wasn't he also in the Soviet Union or Russian?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
That's but Stalker, the basic idea is it's about like a weird place where physics don't really work and everything's all wonky. And it's because supposedly maybe aliens did it and they just left the junk behind and it just
Mhm.
affects weirdly. And so people go into this for reasons, but I mention it a lot in my book Moonflow because there's a haunted forest where things kind of are also very wonky in that whole sense. So I was doing a little like, yeah, you might have noticed this sort of thing from that movie Stalker. I have not seen Stalker, but a friend of mine gave me the gist of it, so I feel like I know enough to just like say that this is exactly the same. This is exactly the same.
right. Right.
Um,
It's
there,
it's like the opening dedication in "O Brother, Where Art Thou," where it says based on the Odyssey, and no one involved had read the Odyssey.
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
that's amazing.
The other funny thing, I'll say this, and I'll say this here on Found on Shelf, because you're getting this is the scoop that's
Mhm.
never been said before. You're getting the
Ooh.
exclusive scoop about this issue. There's a running gag in Moonflow about how trans women love the movie Stalker.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, multiple people have come to me since the book came out and being like, "That's so true." And I'm like, "Oh, that's funny because I just made that up. I 100% just made it up. I don't." um,
That's so funny because, while our friend of the pod, Cammy, has not seen Stalker, she is a big fan of the Southern Reach trilogy and Annihilation, which is also based on A Roadside Picnic.
it might have actually been it might be true, and I just by absolute coincidence said it. I will say the friend who, like, told me all about Stalker,
Yeah.
has since come out as trans. Like, she wasn't I didn't know she was at the time. So, like, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, apparently. I guess I don't know if you're into Stalker, congrats. Or I don't know.
Or does the movie turn you trans? I don't understand how this works. What's going on?
It might.
I'm
It's
confused.
like Neon Genesis Evangelion, you know?
That
Okay.
will do that to you, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that why you keep trying to get me to watch it, Patrick?
Look, get in the fucking robot, Dustin. Everyone else in the Discord is in the fucking robot.
Come on, get with the plan. You're gonna get left behind, jeez. All the cool girls are doing it.
Yeah, I guess so, man. So Moonflow did well for you?
Yeah, actually, Moonflow's been doing really well. I'm really excited about this. I was obviously I expected this the whole time. I was like, I'm gonna write this like incredibly like horny splatterpunk book about a fat trans woman getting harassed by a lesbian separatist cult of evil hippies and like a fungus god, and everyone will completely gel with it. Everyone will get what I'm sponging. Everyone will sponge what I'm spilling here. No doubt in my mind. But surprisingly, that actually has mostly worked out. Like, it has actually been uh, the response has been really good, which I mean I'm stoked about, and hopefully means that they'll keep letting me write books, which um, which is great. I'm super happy. I did get the best review just 2 days ago. Someone said this is the most disgusting book they have ever read in their whole life, and they never want to read anything so vile ever again. And I feel like that's the best
That's an
endorsement that
achievement, yeah.
yeah, so I'm feeling good about it.
But they probably read the whole thing to get to that point. I mean, you had to get to a certain part of the book to really, like, go, "Oh my god." So they read a good majority of the book.
Yeah, I feel like you have to get at least, a third of the way in before things start getting real gross. There are a few people who actually were like, "Oh, I didn't like it from the beginning because, well, there's mention of, there's drugs mentioned in it, and, you know,
No.
Yeah, I
sorry,
mean that it's kind of a central plot point. That's
it's
interesting.
it's kind of yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
big to the story. I mean,
Yeah.
there's
I mean, it
I
was all I guess my point is it was on the label.
Yeah, like, I figure people would know what they're getting into. It's, like, on the back of the book, it mentions that sort of thing, but, like, I don't know, like, there are certain people, and not to be, like, an elitist, but there are some people who read the book, and I'm like, I feel like maybe reading isn't your thing. Because, some people just don't get anything out of reading. They should probably stick to other forms of media consumption, like,
Like
I don't know,
podcasts.
podcasts. Yeah. Everyone loves podcasts.
That's right.
You
Bringing it back. He says, just get it back on track.
That's right. That's right.
Before we do get into too much else, I have one more compliment. I think it's a compliment that I want to say. The Hell Slut
Yeah.
is one of the most naked lunch ass names I have ever heard in my life, and I love it so much.
Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so glad. That makes me incredibly glad to hear. That makes me so happy.
I was like, this like chapter 2, the Hell Slut is like smoking with Skillet, and I'm like, this seems like William S. Burroughs would have written this exact sentence. It's like somewhere in the middle of a room in Tangier.
It is funny that, like, I mean, there have been a couple people, not a lot, but, like, there are a couple people who've really objected to the names in this book, and they said, "I can't take this book seriously because there's a character named the Hell Slut."
No,
And,
that is amazing. That's
it is
perfect for this book.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think funny names are fun, but, like, what do I know? Actually, I know a lot. I know more
You're
than
just
these
the
people.
author.
Yeah, I'm the author, so sorry, right now I'm doing that thing where I'm like, well, I'm pretty great if I do say so myself.
I mean, I wouldn't imagine that somebody who calls himself bitter is a fan of, interesting names.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
It's like people it is very funny because a bunch of people were also there was one person who was like, "Well, I had to buy this book because this name is like, it's just an indie sorry, it's, just uh, an amazing Desi drag name." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I guess so."
And so now of all three of our listeners has purchased the book so far. Wh-
Excellent.
what's next?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I actually have another book coming out in October around Halloween, appropriate because it's also horror. This one is called Quaint Folk, and this is a folk horror book about an obnoxious American family who go to visit an exceptionally quaint British island where everyone is, very quaint and very traditional, and it's incredibly charming, and definitely nothing weird is happening.
Mm.
And it's like I think they're saying it's like The Wicker Man meets The Hollow Ones. That sounds right. That sounds good to me. Everyone loves both those things.
I don't know the Hollow Ones.
I think that's the Ursula Vernon joint, or sorry, T.C.
Twisted
Fisher.
ones.
Twisted Ones. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
do. We should have you back and do this sequel to The Wicker Man that nobody knows exists. And
The Basket Man?
No, it's terrible. It was originally called Cowboys for Christ, and then they changed the name to The Wicker Tree.
What?
Oh, no.
Wait. Okay. Several questions here.
Yes.
What year did that come out?
Oh, mid 2000.
2011.
2010. 20.
Oh my
2011.
god. Okay, wait a second.
It's the
Is
original director, isn't it?
Is
I
it
don't know.
about like an
Yes, it is.
American like Christian
Yes, you've
missionary?
seen it.
I've seen this movie. Yes.
Yes. Okay. That's incredible. You may be the only other person I know that has actually seen it when I've brought it up.
It is a very weird movie.
It's
like
strange in ways that you don't expect because, like, it feels nothing like The Wicker Man.
No. I do remember like the weird. I don't think I understood that it was actually by the same guy and like a literal sequel. I think I just thought it was kind of
Like a
a
spiritual sequel?
yeah, exactly. And then there's a scene where I guess it's a flashback, and I think, Lord Summerisle is talking to someone, but he's off screen, so you hear like what's his name? Christopher Lee's voice, but you don't see him. It's very strange. I'm not really sure what was going on with a lot of it. So I think
I
we're
think I
kind of like, what?
yeah.
Is this Wicker Man? But anyway.
I'm sorry, it was adapted from Cowboys from Christ, which was a novel. So it
But
is the
that
same
but the novel was written by the director of the first movie.
Okay, so it is all the same thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Somebody else
Interesting.
wrote the first novel, but then the director wrote the second novel and then made the movie about that.
It's weird that there aren't any, like, nude musical sequences in it.
That's a real oversight.
Yeah.
I mean, I can think of a book that has a nude musical sequence that everyone should pick up. The
Ooh,
book, I mean.
alright.
It's called Moonflow.
I do have a quick question about Quaint Folk.
Yes.
How many fluids can we expect?
Well, I've as the Bitter Karella guarantee all the fluids, all of them, every single one. Now, actually, wait. I'm sorry. Let me backtrack on that. I misspoke. It's slightly less fluids than Moonflow because I wanted to prove I didn't have to work blue. So I'll say it's got 3 of the 4 humors.
Okay.
But you know what? But
Hey,
that's only to whet your anticipation for the 3rd book, which is going to include twice of the 4th one.
yeah, it's
Ooh,
just
ooh.
like that famous country song, 3 out of 4 fluids ain't bad.
Yeah, that's
I thought that was a Meatloaf song.
mm,
At any rate, you're going to need like a poncho and a splash soon for this book. That's the vibe I'm getting.
absolutely. You
Right.
gotta you will be in the
You will
splash
be
zone.
you will be wet.
Yeah, you'll be wet. One way or another, you will be wet by the end of this book.
That is the found on
And
shelf guarantee.
Yeah,
And
and that's the fucking audio snipe from the episode.
it's a very moist experience is what I'm saying.
guys, I hate to interrupt the show. You're not going to believe this.
What?
We have a voicemail.
What?
Oh my God, we have a voicemail. We haven't had one in so long. Engagement, voicemail. Everyone be cool. Everyone be cool. I'm going to play.
Oh, I
The
wonder if
voicemail.
it's Robert Brockway. He had a kind of crush on you last time he was in here.
We've been chatting.
Oh, okay. And if you would like to call and leave us a voicemail, you can call 252-564-8666, and we might just play it on air, just like this call. Did you like that, Kim Crack? That little segue in there? It's kind of smooth.
I did like that. It was very smooth, very organic. I had no notes on that one.
Oh, awesome. All right. So let's see what we got here. Let's play that call.
Hi, I am calling in to your hotline. I'll just use the name as you probably would have seen on Spotify when I comment. Giovanni Flower Child. Error Ace. She, her. Since, have to give the bona fides. Calling in to give a shout out to the jackalope because, icon. And also wanted to submit to said jackalope a movie that if it's not in the pit of perpetually bubbling despair that the movies come from, it should really be. And it has a couple of names. One of them is Curse of the Screaming Dead, but the one that I prefer would be Curse of the Cannibal Confederates, I believe it is. And I swear I saw it somewhere as Cannibal Confederate Zombies. But it is, I saw it and I was like, I don't know who I could share this with, but I need to share it with someone. And then I realized I knew exactly who. So I would like to submit that to the dark hole that the movies magically come from. And, just also want to thank you guys in general for being the perfect auditory embodiment of the slow slide into madness that we've all been going through since the start of the pandemic. Because I recently did a listen through from the very beginning, and let me tell you, I didn't realize how well that trajectory matched until I did that all at once. So, keep on doing. And maybe the jackalope will grace you with a very weird cannibal zombie movie that I think that I would like to submit the argument that the zombies were on the right side, not for the Confederate part, but the reason that they rise. I think that this is a revenge film, less than a creature feature. Anyways, I hope you all have a lovely night.
All right. Yes, that was Anime Flower Child. Thanks for calling us. That's awesome. And thanks for, Patrick, you agree with their statement there?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with what you said, that we definitely have embodied the slow slide to madness, and I'm so glad she thought of us. Bitter for the experience of listening to the show from the beginning is the first year is just us doing a movie podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and then the second year we start introducing bits, and then it loses control sometime in the third year. Okay, that is fantastic.
I've never heard of the Confederate zombies thing, but I'll talk with the jackalope. Put it in consideration.
Curse of the Cannibal Confederates.
But speaking of the jackalope,
yeah.
I think somebody should put a fucking piss coin in the fucking jackalope and get the show on the road.
I-
Time is money, people. We are wasting both.
Then let's see what the jackalope has for us.
I see an island. Monsters. An inbred aristocratic class. Undertones of racism. Overtones of racism. Questionable food. Oh my god! It's England!
Well, it does say it's a cannibal movie.
Yeah,
Rare Blue Apes of Cannibal Isle. Bitter, I guess. I forgot to warn you, Bitter. If you don't leave before we put a coin in a jackalope, you have to get stuck in here and watch the whole movie. I hope that's okay.
Oh no.
Yes, so we're going to watch.
Yes, the doors have locked.
And they're like,
I do
magically
believe that
sealed or
previously
something.
someone established that everyone watches in a private viewing booth, which doesn't seem skeevy at all to me. I don't know why they're strategically located in the basement of this store. Not really going to elaborate on that.
No, it doubles as an election space.
Okay, what fucking trailer have you drugged up? Dragged up? Drug up? Oh.
Hey, you. Yes, you over there.
Go away. Leave me alone.
A wise man once said that 90% of silent films are lost forever, but what of the last half-century? Found in archives and film collections around the world, not one, not two, but 10 freshly discovered lost films. They're the bee's knees from the post-1960s. It's the Lost Picture Show box set from your favorite guys and gals at Vinegar Syndrome. Plucked with a gloved hand from either your grandmother's attic or your grandfather's basement, or somewhere under a box at Vinegar Syndrome headquarters in Bridgeport, Connecticut, with performances by Red Midnight, the Las Vegas Strangler, Joe Sarno's Deep Inside, Beware the Black Widow, Last of the American Hobos, Barbara, Voodoo Heartbeat, the Rare Blue Apes of the Cannibal Isle, Violated, and What's Love?
See, that was just a free plug for Vinegar Syndrome right there.
I almost bought that box when it came out.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Rare Blue Apes of Cannibal Isle. Holy fucking shit.
Also known as Mr. Quack Quack and the Rare Blue Ape. Also known as Mr. Quack Quack and Captain Croc.
Also known as the Pirates of Cannibal Isle.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the version I saw.
Yes.
Mm,
And so this is a movie that Vinegar Syndrome helped restore in
Yeah, they saved it from obscurity, and I'm starting to wonder if that was like wise.
Well, they restored it because humanity needed answers.
To what? What happens when apes inbreed?
I don't think we got any answers, but
I have questions.
there's
This is the only movie I've ever seen fade to blue.
Well, it's thematic because they are rare.
Mhm.
It's rare and blue.
It is rare and blue. You know what? Yeah, I got a point. Okay, so this movie this is a British film shot in Malaysia, and the director was famous for directing sexploitation movies.
Yeah, this movie reminds me of when I was a kid and my cousin and I found this sealed door in my grandma's basement, but it wasn't there before. And then when we opened it, it led to another version of the basement, but everything was just slightly wet. It's just freaking weird. We never went down again after that, though. But anyway,
I'm increasingly concerned of the world building that's going on over there.
you want to pitch the movie? What do you want? What's your elevator pitch?
Oh, I guess we do have to elevator pitch the rare blue apes of Cannibal. Okay, how the fuck am I going to talk about this fucking movie? Okay, I'm assuming by everyone's age that we've all seen Futurama.
Yes.
Do you remember the episode where Fry says, "Wow, it's like that drug trip I saw in that movie where I was on that drug trip"?
Yes.
That's this movie, baby.
All right.
I mean, do you have a better explanation for what we watch? It's like HR Puffin stuff, but with classism.
That's a good way to put it. That's the movie in a nutshell. It's yeah, this is a strange film. And when I say strange, I feel like people might get the wrong impression and think that it's interesting. It's not very. But I will say this about it. Uh, I don't know how indicative this is of Malaysian film, but when I was younger, I lived in the Philippines for a few years, and the Philippines has a thriving film industry. Like there's Bollywood in India and Nollywood in Nigeria. There's a name for it. I forget if it's Follywood or something, but like there's a big Filipino film industry, and so I would watch Filipino movies on television all the time. And I had no idea what they were saying because they were in Tagalog, but like they all look like this. This was what Filipino movies looked like up until the 90s. They had this weird kind of the 70s film grain. They had this kind of almost surreal quality to them. Like everyone felt like a first draft. There was one film I remember that was called Goosebusters, and it was literally a parody of Ghostbusters, but they fought geese because I guess they thought that was funny because the word goose kind of sounds like ghost, but like, but it looked like this movie. So when I saw the blue apes of Cannibal Island, sorry, the rare blue apes of Cannibal Island, it was kind of like, it was like looking into your grandma's moist basement. It was like a weird flashbulb memory of being up at 2 a.m. in Metro Manila in like 1996 and watching this style of film. But yeah, special effects very much
Wasn't
like
the Wang Wang films? Weren't those Filipino films?
the Wang Wang films.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the Wang Wang about like it's like a James Bond movie except for he's a midget or a small person?
Oh, I've heard of them. I have not seen them. That is an extreme. I don't know if it is, but that sounds like the sort of movie that the Philippines would make.
It's very funny you brought that up because I was thinking about adding those movies to the pool.
Ooh. You mean into the jackalope?
Yeah.
We'll have to put Enemy Flower film in there too. Yeah.
This movie also, I don't know. This is a movie that I think, putting aside like my personal feelings about like comparing it to the au revoir of Southeast Asian cinema, but this very much feels like the sort of movie that my friend Jen of the Have You Seen This podcast refers to as mancore, which is kind of her own term for the movies of Barry Mann of the Ice Cream Bunny fame.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm having a moment. That's apt.
Yeah. It's just this kind of like weird, surreal children's entertainment made with almost a disdain for children. Not necessarily like a hatred, but more of just like yeah, whatever. Who cares? Kids will eat anything.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Yeah. Because there is a thing where this movie, I just feel like the things happen in this movie. They don't really follow.
Mm-hmm.
There's no sense of cohesion from one incident to the next. It's just, you know, stuff happening. It's very often kind of like just a lot of it feels like, oh yeah, we'll make something up because kids won't care. It doesn't matter.
Would you believe this is kind of a vibe that happens a lot on this show? Just stuff happening with no real cohesion or any kind of like determination of plot, theme, idea, intentionality. Just stuff on screens all the time here.
Just a series of events
That
happening.
may or may not be related.
Yeah, doings are transpiring.
Mhm.
This now
Moments
this
are
is I
happening.
will say this doesn't have the deep philosophical implications of Max Mon Amour. You know, this isn't.
No. This is actually probably the shallowest movie we've invited you on for.
It is very much just like, yeah, put some stuff on the screen for the kids.
And still no monkey coitus.
No monkey coitus. In fact, even though it's called the rare blue apes of Cannibal Island, they're so rare that we really only see one for the majority of the movie.
Mhm.
But there's quite a
Um,
few of them.
There are a few once we see them at the end. These very okay.
I think we see
Perhaps
more blue apes than we see humans. So who's really
that's
rare?
true. We see a whole family of blue apes.
I don't even know what to do with this movie.
Okay. Well, for the kids at home, this is the basic plot of the movie. All right. Imagine. So there's a little boy named Nanny, right? I think that's his
Something
name,
like
if I
that.
recall.
I'm fairly certain that that's his name.
Okay. I was extremely high when I watched this movie.
You
So
know what? Same.
yeah. I took your advice and I was like, as I was thinking as I was watching, he's like, that was a good idea. I will say in retrospect, I probably should have been higher, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
it
Incredibly high.
incredibly high.
Just
Yeah. But so I imagine there's a kid named Nanny, and he lives in Malaysia, I assume. He's on an island that is
Mhm.
established. He lives on an island in like a big kind of a big house. It's a big island house with his family, his mixed race parents, his
Mhm.
Malaysian
Very
mom, his
progressive.
white dad. Yeah, very progressive.
I
Weird.
was gonna
Mhm. Oh, sorry.
weird British colonialism overtones, though.
It is odd that he refers to his dad as Mr. Van Gelder, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that is weird. Um, but yeah, anyway, I actually was a little confused about the family relations at first because the way
Yeah,
they're
same.
yeah, the way they're acting, it doesn't seem like a family, so I was like, "Is okay, is this white guy their employer? What's going on here?"
It did have that vibe.
Yeah. Now, perhaps that just shows how, that shows my own internalized racism that I saw like an Asian woman and a white man, and I was like, there's no way these two are married. They would not have miscegenation in a 1975 film. No siree. But no, it's very progressive. They are married. Or at least they have, anyway. Moving on. The important thing is Nanny has a pet duck, which is always getting into
Oh,
trouble.
please,
Quack
Mr.
Quack.
Mr. Quack Quack. Let's put some
Yes.
respect on it.
Yeah, let's give him the respect of his full name, Mr. Quack Quack.
Yes,
Or
thank
he would probably say, "Please, Mr. Quack Quack is my father's name. I'm just Quack." But so his parents basically are threatening they're either going to eat the duck or kick the duck off the island. And Nanny is like naturally doesn't want his pet to be taken away, so he gets in a boat with Mr. Quack Quack and he sets sail and ends up on Cannibal Island, which is populated by, on half of it, rare blue apes, and in the other half, swampies.
Now, I want to pause here,
Yes.
and I just want to say I'm not entirely thrilled with this film's depiction of swamp-faring people.
I felt it was pretty accurate.
Fuck you.
Are you from the swamp?
I I am Cajun, so that is close enough. Although
Oh, well, they are very Cajun coded, these swampies, I feel like. Um, they make gumbo, so which is the singular thing I know about Cajuns. Um,
That's basically it. Just gumbo and accordion music.
Oh, there you go. And I think I understand they say like wah 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 mon ami wah wah a lot.
It's a little more It's a little more like Acadian,
Oh, okay. All right. I'm
Mhm.
just suddenly being like, "Oh, I hear you're Cajun. Let me just start spouting stereotypes because
Well, the problem is there aren't as many as you'd think. I did have the experience though of like going there. There's a little place in this area. It's like a Chili's, but it's supposedly Cajun themed. And you walk in, and there's like beads everywhere and stuff, and like pictures of crawfish. And I look around. And it's very cartoonish, right? And I look around. I'm like, oh, so this is what cultural appropriation feels like.
it does remind me when I went to Scotland and I went to a Scottish theme restaurant, which was very odd to see there. But anyway,
Go to a tilted kilt in Glasgow.
Yeah. But sorry, back to the swampies.
So is swampy's an offensive term to you, Patrick? I just want to be sure. Are we?
You know what? I'll allow it.
Okay. It's just an ever changing world. I like to make sure I'm not offending my friends.
I'm gonna start using it, and if people call me out, it'd be like, actually, I'm allowed to. My friend Patrick
My
said I
Cajun
could.
friend gave me the swampy card.
Got the swampy card.
I got my swamp pass.
Now the swampies are, I guess they're alligator people. I think. Or
I think so.
Crocodile,
alligator, crocodile, something.
I think they're supposed to be
they
crocodiles.
appear to be. They appear to be. They have ears, which is a little strange.
They all eat the same.
Sounds like a swampy.
Their leader is named Captain Croc, so I'm assuming crocodile type. Yeah, reptilians. They are crocodilian, and they're also pirate themed. They're all pirates. And the basic plot is they have captured themselves one of the blue apes, Hatcha, and so Nanny and Hatcha escape from the swampies, go on a merry chase across the island back to where the other blue apes live, and escape from. They have many adventures, after which they basically escape from the swampies, and Nanny returns home to his family, having learned the importance of protecting this world that God created for us.
Exact words at the end.
Yes.
Like surprise Christian jump scare.
It is I am having a lot of trouble parsing out what the actual theme or moral of this movie is.
I'm glad you laid out the entire plot so that we can just dive into the weird shit. Because okay, so we're talking themes and morals. So the first time you see he gets captured, he gets put in a cage, and you see Hatcha, the rare blue ape, in a cage, and you're like, oh no, I feel sorry for him. And then he opens his mouth, and you're like, oh, I don't feel sorry for him anymore. Because the first thing he says is just some racist, classist shit about, us rare blue apes are superior in every way to these swampies. And you're like, oh, fucking shit, what am I watching? Because they're blue apes because of blue blood, right?
Yeah.
Because they're elitist, noble, purebred apes.
Yeah, it's also worth mentioning that Nani can't talk.
Yeah, this is weird.
But the rare blue apes can hear him, and then he starts talking.
And then he's talking for real. Like you hear there's like psychic communication at the beginning, and then he's just talking. And at no point does the movie delineate why.
Yeah, it's odd because they say that he can't talk, like he can't speak to his family. We hear his thoughts, so he has perfectly lucid thoughts,
Yeah.
so it's apparently entirely a speech impediment. That's the issue why he can't talk. But then he does talk, but only the apes can hear him. And the way he says it, he seems surprised that he's talking now, as if he's just never tried it before.
Yeah,
and then at the end,
oh
he
hey,
goes,
look, I can talk.
yeah, it's at the end he goes back to his family, and I guess does he talk there with them? Do we hear him talk with his family?
Oh no,
Because
It's all a montage at the end.
yeah.
he does mention that he feels like he's never had anyone to talk to, so that would imply that part of the reason he doesn't talk is that he just doesn't connect with his family. But at the same time, see, this is the thing about the rare blue apes of Cannibal Island is we have seen, I'm sure, in our lives, many, many children's films that are about a kid who has a problem, goes on a magical journey during which he learns to deal with his problem and comes back to the real world changed. That's a pretty standard thing, right? That's very Phantom Toll Booth, Narnia, whatever. That's a thing.
Mhm.
I don't know how Nanny has been changed by his experiences on the island of the rare blue apes.
He's
Yeah,
going
'cause
to treat the planet like God intended.
which was at no point a message. The
Yeah.
message was, "I want to protect my duck, Mr. Quack Quack, and also I can't talk."
Yeah.
And he learns he becomes able to speak in a way that isn't satisfying to the viewer, and also he brings Mr. Quack Quack back with no like friction at all.
Right.
So there's no arc, and like if your movie's avant-garde, you don't necessarily need an arc if you're doing something else with it. But this movie isn't.
No,
It's just existing.
I think the moral of the story is that if your parents want you to get rid of a duck, just run away for a couple days and come back, and they will let you keep the duck.
That is what happens. So that's what I took out of this. I just realized another thing. So at one point, the Swampies cannot hear Nanny because they don't have the refined, superior colonial ears of the blue apes.
Mhm.
Now later in the movie, they meet some like weird hermit, and I think he can't hear Nanny either.
Mhm.
Is that right? I think if I remember correctly.
They said he couldn't, but like then he did.
Oh, yeah. So I don't. Again, very man-core. Not a lot of thought put into things.
Yeah, I tend to agree. Well, you know what they put effort in. These costumes, can we please talk about the ape costume? Because Jesus Christ.
Oh.
It's like you put in big head mode in a video game in the early 2000s. First off. Because it's a normal person wearing what is essentially a giant plastic resin fiberglass ape mask with blinking eyes, but they blink in a weird way.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
eyes don't really move.
No,
well. It's like they have to position them, and then they start filming, and then they position them somewhere else.
Mhm. Yeah, and then the lips don't really move. They kind of just like move their head to try to flap the lips a little bit, haphazardly.
Yeah, the lips kind of. I don't know how they're working the lips on this monkey head because they they they
That
move like
phrase, I don't know how they're working those lips on these monkey heads. It sounds like it could mean something completely different.
So if you would like to go back and listen to our episode on Max Monomore, you'll find out how they're working the lips on those monkey heads.
I'm just saying there's a certain they look kind of gosh, they barely move. They move a little bit, but not not all the time and not every monkey. Like the Swampies do not move their lips when they talk. What's his name? Our main monkey moves his lips slightly when he talks, and when we meet some of the other apes later on, like Umpat, they do not move their lips when they talk. So there's not a lot of consistency in what's happening, and it's really like it feels like they should have just gone away with lip movement altogether and just assumed they all communicate telepathically like a Garfield. But
Because clearly no one was reading lines on set. All of this is dubbed in post.
Yes. Which again, very common in movies of Southeast Asia that I've heard. It's kind of similar to like a lot of Italian movies where it's assumed like, look, the audiences are going to be speaking different languages, so we're going to be dubbing it into like 12 languages anyway. So what does it matter?
Right.
And half the actors don't even speak the same language because we've got them from different countries. But
I had a very, very surreal experience in that vein recently. This last weekend, we went to, I think it's called Paranormal Cirque, but it's a horror-themed circus. It's touring the country. And it came to town, so we went to it. But it's an Italian circus. So it's Italian, it's horror-themed, and it's Italian, and no one speaks English, and they dub over English lines over the loudspeakers, and then they lip-sync to it. And I've watched so many Giallo movies. I had like an out-of-body experience watching this in person.
That's amazing.
Oh God.
So there's a couple of bits of lore in this movie. Like
There's lore?
yes, there's
Where's the lore?
the rose gas.
Oh, Aaron fucking Mankey. I didn't see this shit.
You
Yeah.
got to be careful because the swampies, pardon my slur,
Yeah.
they don't want to get
And smug in me eyes.
they don't want to
Right,
get
schmug.
schmug in their eyes.
Yeah, isn't that like a South Park episode? What's Schmug here?
Yeah, schmuck. Well, it's like the Smooze in My Little Pony the movie. No one can stop it. Um,
Oh my God, the schmooze.
yeah.
Did you want to talk about the first movie that this gentleman directed?
I wanted to talk about My Little Pony at this point, but yeah, sure. Let's talk about the first movie.
Oh, that's the movie. Is Schmug in the first movie?
Well, maybe.
Is this Alice in Acidland?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the first movie that he directed, and Rare Blue Apes was the last movie that he directed.
I did notice that.
Yeah. And pretty much every single movie that he directed was either a softcore or hardcore porn. And then this.
He never made it off Cannibal Isle, though.
No. Yeah.
Swampy's got his ass.
The Alice in Acidland. Do you know about this movie?
I've not heard of this one.
So it's apparently, it is about a college student named Alice that goes to a pool party, and this is in the description, with her nymphomaniac friend after being invited by their lesbian French teacher.
Oh, God. And that's in the 60s?
Yeah. So then Alice gets drunk, uses acid, takes a bath, and has sex with the teacher, and then gets involved with a bunch of acid-addicted hippies that have orgies. And apparently, trigger warning there's also a little bit of rape and suicide that goes on in that. But
this sounds like the plot of Elton John's All the Girls Love Alice.
What?
Off Goodbye Yellow Brick Road.
Was there a lesbian French teacher in that I missed?
There are lesbians. There okay.
French teachers.
The plot of an Elton John song. Okay, there's no French teachers. Okay. Older women invite this younger woman to have sex with them while their husband's away. She does drugs. Her life goes out of control, and she winds up dead. And that's a rockin' single off Goodbye Yellow Brick Road.
Damn.
What you wonder if it was written about this movie?
I actually I'm a little interested now because it's All the Girls Love Alice specifically.
Right?
It is maybe one of Elton John's best songs.
Huh. Now, who'd have thunk we'd be sitting here talking about Elton John?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm on the track, so probably.
Has Elton John written a song about the Blue Apes of Cannibal Island, though?
You know what? He's
in me eyes.
Ghost wrote the theme song. Just Bernie Taupin scrawling out the rare blue apes of Cannibal Isle.
I think some of these songs that are in this, because this is a musical, by the way. I think it's on par with some Elton John songs as far as songwriting skill goes.
Yeah, the music in well, I'll say this. The soundtrack is this kind of weird, warbly synth music, which I kind of liked because, again, it's from 1975, and everything combined does give it that kind of very drug trippy feel. Like it's very Lidsville, which, so that's nice. But the actual songs they sing, I hate those. I don't like them.
You, me, and the papa. You, me, and the papa.
I think I have a visceral reaction to that just now.
Oh, and that's not the worst song.
So why do they blame it on the Bobo? They blame it on the Bobo.
That song. Okay, here's the thing. All right. When you watch a Disney movie, they like to say that there's not a wasted moment of film. Every moment of the film either builds character or advances plot, and the songs all teach you something important to going forward. There's a song in this where one of the villain's henchmen, Bobo, sings about how he's sad because he has no friends. And I assumed, clearly this is setting up an ending where he befriends the good guys and does a face turn. Nope.
Always picking on the Bobo. Always picking on the Bobo.
Didn't mean it twice.
I had a very moment of real terror where I was like, "Are you just gonna keep spamming it?" Yeah, no. In any other movie, there would be the friction within the bad guys' camp would turn out to have some character development. Later, it would have some plot consequences because he would probably, like you said, turn on towards the end. That none of that's really thought out.
No,
it's like everything is just act one over and over again, and they never flesh anything out or go anywhere with it.
Right. It's
drives
just
me
literally like,
crazy.
it's mostly like we are escaping from these crocodiles, and then it's like, oh, they're still going, they're still going, they're still going. And then the movie resolves itself. But these swampies, okay, who are very low class, the swampies,
Yeah.
very low class Cajuns. They
that can only speak like the worst impersonation of a pirate you've ever heard.
Yeah.
Army hearties.
That
a
was too
lot
good.
of that.
Bring it down.
Too good. All right.
Yeah. We've got there's I think what 3 major swampies that we meet, because there's Captain Croc, who is the head guy. He looks like Captain Hook. He just dresses like Captain Hook. He's got a hook.
Do you think a human ate his hand and then he had to replace it with a hook?
I think a rare blue ape ate it.
That's why they want to eat the rare blue ape back, you know?
See?
Makes perfect sense. You know, now that I think about it, there's if we assume, are we assuming that rare blue apes and swampies are the same species? Because if they
Yeah,
are
'cause
not,
there's no cannibalism in Cannibal Isle. No.
yes,
It's a
exactly.
big problem. And it's almost like they're using cannibal in like the racist way. But that doesn't sound right for this movie, right?
This
No.
movie, it's it's got some odd things to say about race.
So yeah, it really does.
Now,
Stop blaming it on the Bobo.
Yes, stop blaming on the. So yes, so we've got 2 other swampies of import. There's Bobo, the dumb one, the dumb henchman, and Achu, who is also dumb but not quite as dumb. You know, it's a classic bumbler combo. You know,
Yep.
The dumb one who like thinks he's smart, and the dumb one who is like, the Bobo is a sort of character who he doesn't do it in this, but in any Saturday morning cartoon, like they would they would tell him to set a trap to get the good guys, and he'd say something like, "That's not very nice," like he's that kind of a character. And then there is also like a very brief scene where there's kind of a hag type character named Delilah who is making the gumbo, and we don't get much of her, which is unfortunate because immediately I was like, I want more of this. I want more of this hag. That's my jam.
More of this hag.
But no, then it's mostly just Bobo and Achu, who is named that, I guess, because he sneezes a lot.
Calm down, Swampy.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the movie. the guy in the movie.
This movie
Always picking on the Bobo. Always picking
Oh God,
on
why
the
does it keep doing
Bobo.
it twice?
Please stop with that particular button. I'm gonna go insane.
This movie is teaching us how to be racist against Cajuns, bringing us all together.
Yes, if nothing
Yeah,
else.
well, after we stop recording, I'll tell you the actual slur people use.
Oh, well, let me try and guess. Are you called gumbo heads?
No, but I'll post my gumbo recipe when we do
Ooh.
the episode.
Oh, that's what. Hey, what? That's you know what? I have nothing but respect for the Cajun people and their cultural hero Gambit.
Hi, Sherry.
At least he's really hot.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
That's true. But don't get a happy ending from him.
No.
He's got the hand that blows things up when he touches it, Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that made any sense or not. If it didn't, just
Oh,
cut
wait,
it.
but
There is another part in the movie about the flowers we really didn't get into. They're like
let's
they're
talk about these flowers.
gigantic, like pink flowers, but they also they call them rose gas, and I don't quite understand why.
Yeah, it appears that these flowers release a gas. It looks like when you go past, they blast out pollen or something at you.
Yeah,
Kind of.
and it knocks the swampies out.
Yeah.
Smug in me eyes.
No, okay. This bothered me, and I think it bothered me specifically because I was high when he said it. But when they see the flowers rowing down the boat, Nani and Hacha stands up and says, "Yes, those flowers serve a dual purpose. We also use them to make rose gas." Well, that's one purpose. What the fuck is the other one, Hacha? You said dual.
They're beautiful.
Is that what he was saying?
I think he's like, not only are they beautiful, but we also use them to put schmug in people's eyes.
I mean, I guess that's what he's trying to communicate, but it is not what he said. Because I also noticed he did not name a second purpose to those flowers.
I'm just happy I wasn't the only one.
But and then what's funny is later on the crocodiles put on gas masks, which is literally to just tie their little long snouts up with a bandana. Why didn't they just do that before? Why
Yeah,
don't they
you
just
think,
do that all the time?
considering that they
Well,
speak both.
having lived through 2020, I could say there's a lot of people who can't handle this simple idea of just masking if you need to mask.
You got a
The
point.
swampies are like going through in these flowers. Like, actually, the government just says that you need to like avoid rose gas.
The RFK Swampy's like, I think that the rose gas will actually make you stronger.
He kind of looks like a swampy, to be honest.
A little bit, yeah. And I think that if he saw a rare blue ape, he would try to eat it.
Yeah, yeah. So he's the real cannibal of Cannibal Island.
We figured it
This
out.
movie was about RFK all along.
There is a moral.
There we go. Okay, but here's so they use it to make rose gas, because we do later on see them using one of those old timey like pesticide guns and blasting rose gas. So I guess that is not the same thing the flowers actually release, which I thought was like pollen. They just use that to make a gas that they use against the swampies, because the swampies, being evil, hate things that smell good. They
Yeah.
that's they talk about that a lot in this movie.
It's like Adam's family logic, right? It's
Yes.
like, look, it was just the inverse of everything is bad.
Yeah, they do that thing where they're like, oh, we love garbage and broccoli and homework, so they're but yeah, because they also okay.
I
Now the
love
rose gas is not the
trash.
same thing as schmug.
No.
Okay.
Dear
okay.
Lord, no.
So schmug, we've touched on it briefly, but I think we need to like talk about the schmug, because okay, so basically they have in the swampy village an idol. It's like a big pig statue. They worship this pig statue named Meyer, I guess, because beneath the earth in the caverns of Crack Skull Mountain, there's something that some chemical reaction which causes a toxic gas called schmug to come up and out of the idol. That's what I'm gathering is
Yes.
what's going on. But they don't know, and they want to know where the mine is, where the schmug is, I guess. But like the apes won't tell them.
And there's another idol above the mine, and it's Muck, right? It's the
Yes.
twin of the other idol.
It's a twin, yes. So there's a second idol, which
Buck
So
and
they
Meyer.
appear to have some form of crocodilian Zoroastrianism. Because you've got like Angramayu over there.
So then wait, if they're slightly crocodilian,
Yeah.
the idols, does that mean that the island originally belonged to the crocodiles and they are trying to run the British blue apes off of their home?
Wow, that seems like it doesn't have any kind of like real world allegory.
Wait a second. Oh my God. Do you think, yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. That
Yeah,
actually works.
Because like
Yeah.
the black story of Oompa is that he like comes from I don't know if he's Cannibal Isle or just quote unquote the jungle or something. But then he like goes and gets educated in England and makes a productive member of society of himself in England, and then moves back to start a family of blue apes.
Yes. But because he has an English education, they say he doesn't raise them like animals. He raises them proper. But also, this backstory of Oompa, it should be noted, to further complicate this whole thing, I believe they say he comes from the jungle, right?
Yeah,
No,
I think
sorry.
so.
I think he comes from the jungle, but pirates used to come by, and he, as a baby, is sold to a Chinese pirate.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, who then sells him to an English lord. So
Right.
he is basically then a slave in England, but he has a benevolent master who allows him to become educated and then bring the culture of England back to the colonies and educate all the natives in how to, wear pants.
What we're saying is Rudyard Kipling would be really into this.
He would be really into this. I have to say that, okay, so a little bit of a diversion, but I'm gonna say this. When I was, many, many years ago, a friend, of mine, a friend and me, collaborated on
A friend?
trying to get a cartoon series made. We thought we were gonna, like, sell this to, like, Cartoon Network or something because we were, like, 20 years old and very stupid, and this was back in the days of the early 2000s when pirates were really big, so we had a concept for a cartoon show about a pirate monkey, and he would, be a pirate, right? And in a world where monkeys were just monkeys, but the explanation was he went to Oxford, so obviously he could, like, just be a human because he got educated, you know?
Right.
And we just thought it was very funny to, like, just say something that absurd. And then I watched this movie and it's like, "Oh, they just did that. That's literally my idea."
You were onto something.
I was, except this movie kinda made it more racist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just a wee bit. Just a wee bit.
So Oompa has returned home. He comes back to, Blue Ape Island. He's got his son Rum Tum, and Rum Tum marries, I forget the name of the ape wife.
You've got so many more names memorized than I do.
Yeah. Well, he marries an ape wife, and they have 2 ape children, Hacha, who we know, and his sister Aroma.
Which I do also want to say that the Swampies refer to Hacha as that dandy, and I'm like, oh, that's okay.
Wow. Homophobia much? I mean,
A little bit, yeah.
a little bit. It's like, wow, the Swampies are canceled.
Hashtag Swampies are over party.
Yeah. So but they really want him back so they can eat it. Well, you know what? Also, I don't want to be stereotypical. I mean, but Hatcha, they do give him a very effete
No, they
mannerisms
do.
in this movie.
Yeah, and
Um,
also, I don't know if I'll leave this in or not, but it does. It is terrible that the way that his costume works is, his hands are just always out
yes.
in a very in a limp posture, and he can't do anything with them because it's the costume. So they're just there,
Yeah,
and
he's
you're
just
like,
T-Rexing the whole time.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the
Just
thing is, like,
fantastic.
I was like, I guess monkeys do kinda hold their hands like that, but it does look very, like, Snagglepuss Southern Dandy, you
yeah,
know?
it does, it
Oh,
does.
these are apes, not monkeys.
Oh,
Uh,
sorry. I'm sorry. Well, I'm gonna get canceled now. Because
Hashtag
they are
cancel
greater than
Bitter.
monkeys, I believe. They
Mhm.
specifically do say that.
Yes, yes.
I
Yeah.
I got corrected online about Max Monomore saying that exact thing, saying he's an ape, and then someone's like, he's a chimp.
Yeah.
A chimp is a kind of ape,
He's
right?
kind of an ape, right? I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, to an ignoramus.
Well, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. They want to be called something different now. Well, you know what? That's woke for you. You know.
They do try to fight back against the Swampies with like a catapult system and flames and fires and
Yeah, there's a lot of wacky stuff here for kids. You
Yeah,
know.
but they put it all at the end.
Yeah, it's all
You
at the end.
Yeah. The movie is extremely boring for children up until that point, 'cause I know because I was high, and it was boring for me, and it's about the same level of cognition going on.
Yeah, you know what it makes me think of? I keep saying this. You know what it makes me think of? This other thing now. But no, if I feel like when I was a kid, very often, if it's raining outside or like you're at some event and they just put a movie on, for the
Mhm,
kids,
mhm, mhm.
and it's either gonna be like a Disney movie in those
Yeah.
days, this was back in the '80s, or you get something like this. Because I remember there were a lot of like live action children's films that were just kind of inert slogs. And I'm specifically thinking of the Doctor Dolittle movie with Rex Reed.
Oh
Or
my god, that movie was such a that movie was such a financial disaster, but I had it as a 4-year-old, and I did not like it.
it's a movie that is not made for children. It's not
No.
made to children it's not like a thing that they put anything to appeal to children in it. It feels like a movie that is made for parents to be like, yeah, nothing objectionable happens, so my kid
Mhm.
can watch it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Conversely, you could be like my parents and just let your kid watch RoboCop at, like, 3 or 4, it's fine.
I mean, the thing is, the beginning of this movie, the very beginning, gave me extremely Dr. Dolittle vibes, where it's this,
Oh yeah.
it's this weird kind of just like warbly, um, not interesting song because like a lot of these movies will have these incredibly dull songs, and this is a song about like when you look at the sea, do you see what I see, or do you see something else? When you look at a flower, do you see what I see, or maybe you don't? And you see, and it's like, what is this? What does it have to do with anything? It's a very like weird, it doesn't really, it's not an introduction that tells you anything about the movie to come, other than that the movie will be boring. But
Yeah.
yeah, like, but yeah, I feel like a lot of children's movies from this period kind of had this, this, they were like a funeral dirge. Um, Popeye, I feel, is this Popeye from the same era? Because this felt like also
I
like
loved Popeye,
Popeye with,
though.
what's his name? The Robin Williams Popeye.
That was such a good I loved it.
Well,
They
different strokes.
where that movie was filmed, they actually still have that village looking like it does.
Oh, seriously?
Looking like it did, yeah, and it's like a tourist you can, like, go and, like, stay and visit the Popeye Island.
Isn't it on Malta?
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
what else are you gonna do in Malta?
They have this fried octopus sandwich that looks amazing.
In Malta?
Yeah.
Damn.
speaking
Well,
of
I mean, as a
swampies-
Cajun, you would like that sort of thing.
Yeah. I mean, that's legitimately true. I'd like to deep fry all of these swampies right now.
You gotta put him in a big old jambalaya.
I have not put gator in jambalaya, but that's not a bad idea.
I mean, jambalaya is basically like, it's basically a gumbo, isn't it? It's the same thing.
No, a gumbo is a stew. A jambalaya is more like imagine you're making a rice dish and you're cooking all of the meat in the first. So you cook the meat down, you cook all the seasonings down, you throw the rice in, and then you like cook everything together. So it's just kind of like one rice dish. And so, but like a gumbo, you've got like broth and stew. You've got
Oh,
gravy.
Okay, I stand corrected.
Everything that I cook is some variation of what can I do with rice and onions.
They're the spices of your people.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. But anyway, so the schmug, I think, getting back to the schmug, because I gotta get back to the schmug.
Oh, yeah.
I think it is implied at one point they actually go, when they finally meet at the end of the movie, they do meet this weird hermit who has a diamond mine. Oh, is that what the Swampies were after? Was it diamonds?
I don't know.
I think
it's clear. At first, weren't they trying to sacrifice the Nani and Hacha as like they were going to eat them, but wasn't it part of like a ritual to their god?
Oh, maybe I'm not sure because
It felt like it at the time, but again,
I think
my
they just
memory is
paused to
somewhat
sing.
hazy. He
And-
just paused to sing.
Yeah,
With,
and then
with
and
Torchlight.
by the way, it was the duck that broke him out of the jail.
Oh,
Mr.
that's
Quack
right.
Quack,
Mr.
yeah, he
Quack
did
Quack,
spring.
sorry,
Yeah.
put respect on his name.
Okay,
my
can we talk
apologies.
about there's a scene halfway through. They're trying to lose the Swampies in the river. And they get out of the canoe to let the boat go over the falls as like a diversion. And the duck is just swimming after the boat. And Nani's like, Mr. Quack Quack, like if we come all this way, I'm in danger to save your life. And Hotch is like, he's giving up his life to save you. But it makes no sense because like the duck could just walk with him. Why they're not going to be expecting a duck in the wreckage if they don't see anything the fuck else. Like what the fuck is going on? And then later, I think it's there just because they couldn't like wrangle the duck back. But I'm like, you could just cut and we could just assume the duck is with them.
Yeah, I wondered that as well. When it's like, oh, he's giving his life for us, and it's like, a noble sacrifice. But it's like that's completely unnecessary.
Yeah, it made no sense. However, if I were a colonizer,
Yes.
it does kind of seem like some like dumbass the thing like the upper crust would just say, oh, he's just giving up his life to save you. Let's onward, Jeeves. Let's go through the forest and the brush. And I don't know. I don't have a good British accent, but like,
I thought it was fine. It sounded perfectly fine to me. What do you guys think?
It's I think it's pretty good. It's better than mine. I would just say like, here's my British accent. Hello, chaps. How's
Hello,
it
got
hanging?
smug in my eyes.
Honestly, all this sounds great to me. I think you guys are spot on.
All right,
Oh,
all right.
But I'm from
Oh.
Ohio, so what do I do?
It would be.
I'm gonna do the rest of this podcast in a British accent now.
All right.
Hey, go for it.
All right. Okay, blokes. So anyway, it's, yeah, but no, you're correct because the way he says it, it is very much like, that duck recognizes his betters.
Yeah,
You know?
that's exactly that was the thing I was trying to illustrate but couldn't.
It is also funny because like the duck is sacrificing himself by going over the waterfall. Ducks can fly. He'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Right.
Which he is because he does fly back later. They're like, "Oh, look, it's you!" And you could tell they couldn't wrangle the duck because they are clearly running to try and grab the duck before it goes away. And they leave it on screen. You could just cut till after you had the duck in your hands, but they're like desperately running to try and catch this duck. So I do think the duck was just gone for several days of shooting. And they were like,
that's quite
"Fuck, it's Mr. Quack Quack again." Grab it. Fucking grab the fucking duck, guys. Go. No, keep rolling. We gotta grab the fucking duck before it's gone again.
Well, it's also like they were trying to defeat the Swampies by like catapulting their ship. They're crocodiles.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna get rid of their ship. They could just swim. Although these guys couldn't swim for whatever reason, but
It seemed to work, yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
like, why
yeah.
are you not swimming?
Hey, listen, Dustin.
What?
God save the green.
God save the
I
Swampies.
hate that. I hate that.
They
That God save the green thing.
And they said it over and over and over again. Jesus.
And
put
it
it
was
in
at the
the
very end
credits.
of the credits. Yes.
Yeah.
Was
They it was. They really thought they had something with that. Well, now I'm assuming it's because like their part of the island is like got plants and it's green. I think that's what they meant, but like it's it's so weak. It's just so weak. But yeah, they are shooting the Swampies with catapults, but none of that really works. What ends up working is that Captain Croc has a super bomb that is a cartoon, like, you know, the cartoon like black ball with the wick sticking out of it, and it says S apostrophe bomb on it. This is not like, you know, they don't introduce this at any point. It's just he has a super bomb.
It very
and-
much was like the John Mulaney bit of like big ass H, big
Yeah.
ass A, S, oh shit, apostrophe bomb. You can't write super out here. Fuck.
Yeah, and he basically just has this bomb, and he's like, "I got me super bomb," and all the crocodiles, the Swampies, kind of like abandoned ship, and it blows up, and I guess it's like Captain Croc forgets that you have to throw the bomb. He just holds it, you know, and then he gives up. He's not killed. He's fine, but he just gives up. He's sitting there being mopey now.
Yeah. He's an emo Swampy.
He's an emo Swampy. He's like, "Oh, why has this happened to me? I'm always good to me mother. I only beat her twice a week." And it's like, what? Actually, that's kind of fucked up, man.
Yeah.
You know, if you want my opinion, they're all fucking amateurs because I once laid siege to an island filled with magical creatures.
Oh, yeah?
Podfire?
No, it's a different podfest. Do we want to talk about Podfire? We could talk about Podfire. But no, I don't know. They were like talking magical horses or some such nonsense. They thought they could defeat me with the power of love.
Oh, are you talking about My Little Pony?
You're right, of course. The power of love is like crazy. So what I did was I used the power of love to destroy them. It's like, have you ever been hit with a Care Bear stare? It's just pure radiation.
Oh, that.
God, I can still smell this burning cotton candy.
Okay.
God, this is the episode that's gonna get us canceled, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of Care Bear lovers out there, you know.
You know, the Care Bear lover. I don't know. Care Bear lover sounds like the name of a niche community that has alternative interests into it.
Yeah, they're called furries.
You're not
I'm allowed to
CBL?
say it. I've got a furry card.
You got a furry card? So,
yeah.
do you think that this was good representation for mascotting?
I'm gonna say this, that like here's my shameful confession on air. As a furry, I would say these are not sexy costumes. There's nothing hot about any of these costumes in this. I watched this whole movie completely limp. Nothing, no moisture, nothing. Just, in fact, I would say actually these costumes are slightly offensive to me because we were discussed how the eyes don't really work very well.
Yeah.
The Swampies have eyelids that sometimes work and sometimes don't.
Mhm.
There's a scene where one of the swampies there it has to stand watch and he falls asleep and they don't bother putting eyelids on him at all. So his eyes are wide open as he is supposed to be asleep.
He just nods his head down a little bit. Did you see at one point there was on the side of the river where the swampies were all standing, there was supposed to be two swampies, but you can tell it was just like one person moving two costumes at the same time.
No, I did
Oh,
not have enough cognitive power to notice that at all.
Yeah, I'll have to see if I can dig that one up.
amazing. I get the impression this might not have been a very high budget film.
Yeah, probably not. Hey,
Um,
yeah, they
okay.
they just would shoot these movies for nothing in foreign countries and do I just wonder what was the original intentions with this movie,
Yeah,
given
I
this
mean,
guy's background.
do we know anything about the background of
The director used to do the softcore porn.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
This
Well,
this is his only children's movie, which is a statement that's terrifying.
Yeah.
I feel like this is actually a thing that I've seen before, where you will see like a terrible children's film that is the only non-pornographic film made by a porno film director. As if this is
Probably,
like the one they
yeah,
thought would get them into the mainstream. I don't know.
yeah.
Go watch
I mean,
Josh
uh, uh,
Kirby.
it's easier than breaking in that than try to break in with Angel Part 3. Dustin, do you remember that we had that was also a porn director?
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
You were
cool.
right. Yeah.
I think, I mean, is it like a children's film is like the exact opposite of a porno? So they're trying to like, look, I'm trying to get as far away from that as I
You
can.
know what I think it is? I think it's actually that both that industry-wise, they probably exist in the same, "I need to shoot something cheap and fast, and I
Mm,
don't care about the quality." I
Yeah.
think that
that's
might be
true.
what it is. But no, I think because, like, most of the time, these people are using, like, different names for these projects. So, I think that's probably why there's that kind of crossover. It's literally someone's looking for a hired gun to do either or, and they're like, "Fuck, I'm available and I like money. Write me the check."
Right. Okay. That scans. That makes the most sense of anything here. Um, but okay. So I think sorry, not to get back to the schmug, but like so I think in the beginning
The
of this
mysterious
movie,
fit fluid schmug.
they give about 3 or 4 reasons why they have the apes. I think they wanna sacrifice them, but they also wanna get this mine, and they may either want schmug from the mine or diamonds from the mine, and then they also
Mhm,
wanna eat the apes. So there's a lot.
mhm.
It's like Gargamel with the Smurfs,
I was
really.
just thinking the
Oh
Gargoyle.
my god, yeah, it is.
Yeah. They're evil, so they have their motivations change depending on the scene. But the schmug, they do mean because the blue ape, when they see it, there's like a pit of like a liquid, like a bubbling
Yeah,
liquid.
it's a bubbling liquid, yeah.
And he says it's like limestone or something or lime,
He does say limestone, or
which
maybe he says lime. Maybe he says lime.
yeah, it's like, wait, what? So schmug is like what, like lime vapor? Is that what's happening? I'm not really sure. It's a real thing, but I don't know.
I'm not well versed in geology enough to know what the fuck lime is
Is that how
in
you
that
get the
in that
disease?
context. What?
Is that how you get the disease?
Yeah,
The
that
Lyme
sounds right.
disease?
I think it's, I don't know it, maybe it's a fruit. I'm not really sure because the swampies come and then the hermit is in this scene that
You
we
know,
mentioned.
as a pirate, they would value lime.
They would. They don't wanna get scurvy.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe this makes sense. Maybe it actually is a big pit of lime juice is what is
Mhm.
happening here.
Mhm.
Makes as
Mhm.
much sense as anything because in the final scene or towards the end of the movie, they're down in the pit under Crack Skull Mountain, which is beyond the bad desert, um, where which is a thing that they go through at one point. We haven't even mentioned the bad desert. Um,
There's like a fantasy map at in like the beginning of the book, that's what this
yes.
is. Yeah.
It's, extremely this island has every biome on it, uh,
Mhm.
but they go to Crack Skull Mountain where there's a mine. They go in, they find this hermit, and the hermit is there to protect diamonds, but he says, "You got this big pit of lime." Then the 2 swampies, Abu and a Bobo show up, and, they're like, oh, me hearties, there's lime here. Oh, I gotta be eating that. Whoa, whoa. And they're just like drinking the schmug.
Mhm.
I was like, wait, that's they can eat it? Is that why they want it? I was under the impression it was a poisonous gas. This whole
Mhm.
that comes out of the ground and does it's bad, but
No,
like
this could be the swampy version of the Tide Pod challenge, though.
yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, a Bobo seems like the guy who would do it, you know?
Always picking on the Bobo.
But they get so enamored with eating this substance, which comes in different there are different colors of it now. They mention they're picking up different colored things
Yeah.
in the schmuck. I don't know what's happening here, but like they appear to then be trapped in a network of roots or
Yep.
something. I think.
Yeah,
Is
and they can't get out for some reason. It doesn't scan like I don't.
I think they're too high to leave or something, or maybe I was. I don't know.
That is definitely the description of watching this movie because you're
Yeah.
sitting on the couch and you're like, well, I could get up.
Right.
you could, but you'd miss so much.
Well, I've got these Girl Scout cookies in front of me and the movie's on, so it's just not happening.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it
Oh,
happens.
fair. I mean, what kind of Girl Scout cookies?
Samoas? What
That's
what do they
pretty
call what do they call them? In
Caramel
Caramel
Delight.
Delights. That's the new name, right?
Oh, they changed
Yeah.
the name. Yeah, to be woke.
Oh, they changed bakers. That's all.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
well, you know, the caramel delights are pretty good. I mean,
Mhm.
have you tried though the Explore Mores?
Yes. Yes.
Those
Um,
amazing, amazing.
Dustin's
My daughter's a Girl Scout.
and so by virtue, I buy a lot of them. And the Explore Wars were the best. They were
Oh,
amazing.
yeah, it was funny because I went to the Girl Scouts. I mean, in front of the store where they're selling them,
Mhm.
and you know, I was like, "Hey, you got any Thin Mints?" Because I love the Thin Mints, and they were
Yeah,
like,
you gotta
"Oh
get that
no,
Thin Mint connection.
yeah," and they were like, "No, but we got this new one, Explore Mores," and I was just like, "Why even bother making new cookies? You're never gonna beat Thin Mints." And then I was just like, "Oh my god, these are the best things ever."
Yeah, because I think they were new this year. I think that's what it said. And
Yeah,
I was like,
brand
what are
new.
these? And I'm like, I can't be that good. I only got one box of them. And I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, no, I keep going back to the store just to be like, "You got any more Explore Mores? You gotta hook me up."
You got to send the hell sled in to get some Explore
Yeah.
Mores.
Yeah, it'd be the sequel. But yeah. So anyway, that these two guys are now they're eating schmug forever, and that's how they defeat these two henchmen. But then Dr. Croc and the other ones show up, and they have the catapults. They God save the green, but they defeat them all with the super bomb. And then Nanny gets to have dinner with the whole family of the Blue Apes, and they have a song that they sing.
A new song.
Yeah.
Mhm. Do you have
Yeah.
that clipped?
Compared to other animals, we're great. Though lions are called kings, we're even greater. We don't swing from our tails or live in shells like snails. If you find us in a tree, it's a house of luxury. We're the rare blue apes of Cannibal Isle.
Yeah.
You know, I don't hear the racism. I don't know what you're talking about.
This song. The problem with this song is the most of it is just the rare Blue Apes of Cannibal Isle.
It's a catchy tune.
The whole song, I'm like, wait, greater? Shouldn't there be something that rhymes with greater eventually?
Yes,
Why
eventually.
why aren't you rhyming something with greater? Yeah, that's they have their family theme song that they do,
Mhm.
and
Like all normal families have.
like
Yeah.
all normal families. I think like oh god, I forgot one of my favorite lines in this movie though. I forgot all about it till just now. Do you remember the scene where the wife ape is preparing rose gas and with her daughter
Oh.
Aroma?
Mhm.
And to demonstrate that it works, she blasts it at some
Oh,
they have pictures
the
of
metal
swampies.
silhouettes.
Metal
Yeah,
silhouettes, yeah, and that causes those to fall, and Aroma is just like, "I'm gonna faint," and her mother is like, "That's good, fainting is very feminine."
Yes. Oh my god.
It's I think that's really I'm just gonna start saying that now. I love it. It's a great line.
Right.
But you'll be like, oh, goodness me, I have the vapors.
That's good. Fainting is very feminine.
Yeah.
Right,
Mhm.
right. Or just say that for anything, especially anything that like want to be macho. Go, oh, you lifted your truck. That is so lifting your truck is so feminine. Good
Yeah,
job.
I'm
Good
just
for
gonna
you.
start saying that, but all for everything now.
I'm gonna get shot in Texas.
Yeah, Eventually,
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
if you stay in Texas long enough, you're getting shot.
yeah, I hear it's not a good place.
It's not, no.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I apologize for that. Wait, you're stuck in Texas?
Currently, yes.
Ah, geez, that's hard because as a Cajun, you probably experience a lot of anti-Cajun racism from from those bigoted Texans.
My God.
They probably don't even let you wear one of those giant hats.
I feel like I feel like we've gotten off topic here. Guess what are our final thoughts on themes?
So what we've learned is at the end, Nanny learns that it's important to protect God's um earth, which I guess is not only a surprise Christian message, it's also kind of a surprise environmental message because
Mhm.
nothing prior to this moment has indicated either of those things are important. Um, but he does get to bring his duck back home.
He does get
And
to bring his duck back home, which again was supposed to be the original message.
yes. What I do like about the ending of this film is he comes back home. His parents, we had cut to them briefly earlier in the film, and they were worried he might be dead because he took off in his boat, right?
Yeah.
And his dad says something like, "Well, as long as you don't see like an empty boat, he's probably still alive and will come home." Anyway, he comes home, and his family is mildly happy to see him
Yeah.
because this really stuck out to me, this detail. Like, his father comes out of the house with a pipe clenched in his teeth,
Mhm.
and sees Nanny and goes and embraces him and brings him back to the house, never dropping the pipe. Now, I feel like what they should have done is the father should have seen him and immediately dropped the pipe, like, like in paroxysms of joy because his prodigal son is home and alive. But instead, he's like, no, 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 I'm not that excited. I'm not going to
It
drop the pipe.
it was very Saturday morning cartoon, like his character model just has a pipe.
Yeah. We rendered him with a pipe. We can't, like, not have the pipe.
Because, like, if we were to draw a modern, analog to what this would be today, it would just be AI slop, right? This would be like one of those YouTube videos like Elsa pregnant, da 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 da, whatever. It's
100%.
just
Yeah, no, that's
yeah,
exactly what this is.
yeah.
It is a Neolithic slop is what it
Mhm,
is.
yeah, mhm. It was handmade slop, but it was still slop.
Yeah, artesian slop, artesian schmug. Yeah, but I honestly, I have a lot of trouble kind of parsing out what it is, what any of this means. What
Yeah.
what is the takeaway of this?
And this is kind of a lost film that Vinegar Syndrome in defiance of God and man has restored. So there, I wasn't able to really find any like insight into where it came from or why. And I'm sure it's probably on the box set that I didn't pay the money to get. But like
It's on sale for $79 right now?
that's why I didn't pay the money to get it.
Yeah.
Could you listen? Could you imagine spending $80 in today's money and getting in for your trouble the rare blue apes of Cannibal Isle,
Well,
especially when I can just watch it on Tubi?
Yeah, it is
y
streaming free on TV or, what is the other one? Eternal Family, that's the other one.
yeah.
That's where I first saw it.
The rare blue apes of Cannibal Island. I feel like not there's a couple things here because obviously the fact that they're rare and just the look of the apes and the fact that they seem to be kind of, have their own almost yacht club on this island.
Yeah.
It's very NFT. Like it feels like it
Yeah.
just missed that
Almost
crazy.
like they're bored apes, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, I get it. Yeah, no. Buy Podcoin.
I mean, apes all gone. Buy Podcoin.
Yeah. Yes.
I
It's
can
gonna
I can vouch. That was a really good investment. I mean, I haven't looked in on how much they're worth right now, but I'm sure it only goes
Oh,
up.
yeah, you just blind trust is the best way to go.
Oh, hey, look at that. It's Morgan Freeman.
In a way, I brought you here to offer you a job. You think you can do it better, so here's your chance.
Okay. You've got to change 3 things and only 3 things about this movie. What do you do? Make it
Oh
good, make
boy.
it watchable, make it fun.
Okay. Oh boy, this is a rough one. Only 3, huh?
Uh-huh.
Well, I think probably oh boy. Okay. Um, okay. Let's okay. I'm trying to think like how can I phrase because saying like what if we cut out the entire sequence from the moment they escape from the swampies to the moment that they arrive back in the Blue Ape Haven. So, the middle hour of the movie. Like, I think you don't need that part of it.
You honestly don't. The movie should have just been them defending like Ape Fort or whatever.
Yeah, just turn this into like a 15-minute short. That would be my main thing I think about this.
Well, through the power of Adobe Premiere, that I could fix.
Yeah. But otherwise, I mean, honestly, if I had to pick something else, if I could, I'd say like get those mouths working. Make the mouths actually function, because I feel like that small detail would for one thing, you'd be able to know who's talking at any given point. And it gives the film it gives it a little bit of like, okay, some effort was made. The fact that the mouths don't move, it just really brings the whole thing down. It makes it hard to take seriously. And a third thing I would say, you know what? Let's dispense with Hatcha and Nani. They're not interesting, and instead make the movie about aroma fainting. Because why not?
Very feminine.
It's very feminine.
Oh, what if we no, stay with me here. I have an idea.
Ooh, all right.
Okay. Since no one's mouths move anyway, why doesn't Mr. Quack Quack just have lines?
Oh shit, yeah. Yeah. They should totally do that. Make it like it's gonna be Return to Oz.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Just
I mean, it's
nightmarish.
Same wavelength.
What are you thinking about that movie? I think that works. I think did we do this? Did we cover it all? Oh, you know what we forgot? Bitter, you have not been introduced yet to our new segment. It's just taking the world by storm. It's the Found on Shelf Award.
Yeah, all the fans are talking about it.
Yeah, but instead of your typical award show where you don't know what movie gets it, we already know the movie. So I'm just going to tell you why it got this award and then present the award. And this movie, or this, oh wait, hold on. All right. And this award is given to a film that feels like they were discovered buried in sand, still warm and slightly cursed. It is the nature documentary directed by a haunted coconut award.
Well deserved.
And that has been Found on Shelf Awards.
I mean, it's got more gravity than the FIFA Peace Prize.
That's true. Hey, can we pre-order your book?
Why, yes, you can. So Quaint Folk is now available for pre-order wherever fine books can be pre-ordered. I think. If not, you can find it on the Hachette website. Look up Bitter Karella or Quaint Folk, and you can get it. So it will arrive hot and moist in your inbox in October of 2026.
Yeah,
Wait, not
and you
inbox,
could pick
sorry,
up
mailbox.
Moonflow and read that in the meantime while you're waiting for
Yes.
Quaint Folk to come out.
Exactly. I feel and if once you've read it once, you could buy it again, read it a second time.
You know what? Listen to the audiobook.
The audiobook is really good, actually.
I did listen to the audiobook.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I bought the book.
Wise choice. But yeah, actually,
Yes.
the audiobook I do want to make a little plug because it's read by Venus Rose Fisher, and she does such a phenomenal job. More people should be listening to the audiobook.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, it actually makes it sound like it's good as opposed to the words themselves.
So to the person that wrote the review that said it was the most disgusting thing, buy the audiobook and just give that one a shot. You might like it better.
Oh yeah. I mean, I feel like when you're hearing it read in dulcet tones, it makes it go down so much smoother.
It does.
At least, that's my opinion, and I speak as someone with no vested interest in, people buying this.
Of course not. No, yeah.
Yeah, totally unbiased source on this.
Exactly.
This is our moistest episode ever. I just want to say.
Oh, you know what? I did forget to tell you. I found out about this movie, The Rare Blue Apes. Do you know who is an uncredited producer on this movie? Burt Ward.
What? What? Robin?
Yes.
What? Okay.
Burt Ward, who wrote the weirdly horny memoirs.
It's on IMDb, so
Oh my god.
take that as
Wow.
you will.
Okay. Interesting.
I think I figured out how the sex director got involved in this movie.
Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they say Blue Ape on board, something, something, Burt Ward. Writes itself.
It really does.
We are the Found on Shelf podcast. If you think what we do is funny, we do this every other week on New Video Tuesday. You can find us online at gmail.com. Email us. We'll probably respond. You can find us on the socials. Any social site that is not currently run by Nazis at Found on Shelf Pod. That's one word, Found on Shelf Pod. We're on Blue Sky. I don't know if we're anywhere else anymore, to be honest with you. We used to be everywhere.
FetLife account got banned, I think.
Did our FetLife account get banned?
Sorry about that.
Oh, we're going to have to start a grinder.
Yeah. Banned from that too.
All this fucking Blue Apes posting.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We have horny Blue Apes of Cannibal.
And if you're a horny Blue Ape, you can reach us at a phone number. What is that phone number, Dustin?
Oh, you know what that phone number is? 252-564-8666.
And I wanted to do one more time a special shout out to Anime Flower Child. Thank you for calling us.
Absolutely.
We will talk to the Jackalope about the Confederate zombie movie and see what happens.
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that everything?
And remember, if your teeth start pulling towards a signal, do not bite down.
Compared to other animals, we're great.
Always picking on the Bobo.
Kings, we're even greater. We don't swing from our tails or live in shells like snails. If you find us in a tree, it's a house of luxury. We're the apes of Cannibal.
No, stop. You cannot play this whole thing. You've got to shut this shit up. Stop it. I know where you live.
Kinder than swampies. And proud. And proud.
They're proud to sing. How dare you?
They shouldn't be.
They got that the blue pride.
Yeah.
Blue power. That's what they're saying.
Oh
Blue,
my God.
Blue Lives Matter, right?
Blue lives matter.
Oh, no, oh God.
What? We back the blue around here, Patrick.
Yeah, the Blue Apes. Sorry, Patrick. You said you're a swampy lover?